Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to TMR News at 9. I'm Mikey Edwards. Glad you can be with us. Today's top story is stock market. Did it recover as much as we wanted it to? According to our reports, it does not look like it did recover as much as we wanted it to. The Dow ended up down 17 points on the day. Sorry about that, I was having a little feedback here. Dow was down 17 points. NASDAQ and S&P ended up being up on the day, so we'll just take a quick look at the rest of the indices. Dow has been down around 300 points in the last couple days. It ended flat. They were trading lower. NASDAQ went up actually almost 0.5%, as they went up 12.5 points. S&P was up 0.14%, 0.14 of a point. Meek rally with under 2 hours left in the trading day today. Stock staged a rally, however, it was very meek. Yeah, the major indices closed flat, as we were told. S&P managed to avoid its 4th day of losses. And so yeah, the economy has had a really tough hit after those job numbers came in. Only 69,000 jobs in May, so we're hoping to have that recover. As our other real big news is the cartels move offshore to bring drugs to California. Smugglers now moving their product across the ocean in the darkened night, according to reports. There's big sports news. We'll get to that in a moment. Big news is George Zimmerman will be looking to will be asking a judge for a new release from jail, as Zimmerman knew his finances were misrepresented to the court, according to his attorney. George Zimmerman, of course, charged in the murder of Trayvon Martin, the Florida teenager, who was which was a few months ago. Second-degree murder. It is he is being charged for. Some entertainment news. First, this is more in the tech industry. Microsoft reveals the new Xbox Smart Glass before the Electronic Entertainment Expo. The Smart Glass app will be able to let you share a variety of media from tablets and mobile devices to your television. So, free app is for Windows 8, Windows Phone, and other portable devices, coming sometime this year, connecting phones, tablets, and PCs with your 360, if you have one, giving you more control over video and other content, and the ability to share videos across devices. So there's a lot of big news coming before the E3 gaming show. So you definitely don't want to miss any of the details that we may have. But also, I'm wondering, because I haven't really checked, because we have heard so much that Facebook has lost a lot of and they've been kind of they were kind of fluctuating, but still down almost 3%. Facebook is now at $26.90 a share, 82 cents lower on the day. So they have not been doing so hot. They opened at, what was it? I forget what they opened at. 38 a share, I think it was. But now they're down to 27. So it really is not doing the greatest. Topped off at 45, but it's hurting. It is truly hurting right now. Facebook is. And speaking of Facebook, there's been want to do some rumor control here before we go into our some other entertainment news that we actually previewed Lilo and Liz Taylor, so we'll talk about that in a moment. But we had stumbled across a privacy notice, quote unquote, for Facebook, and it goes a little like this. For those of you that don't understand this posting, Facebook's now a publicly traded entity. Anyone can infringe on your right to privacy once you post on this site. It's recommended that you and other members post a similar notice to this, or you may copy and paste this one. Protect yourself. This is now a publicly traded site. Now, according, and it goes on with the UCC 1-1031-308, all rights reserved without prejudice, at the end, saying that any person, institution, not limited to the federal government, using or monitoring the website or any of its associated websites, you do not have my permission to utilize any of my profile information and content within, including pictures and comments and such. You're hereby notified that you're strictly prohibited from disclosing, disseminating, I'm paraphrasing this, the foregoing prohibitions also apply to your employee, agent, student, or any personnel under your district direction or control. Contents are private, legally privileged, and confidential info. Now, there's been hoaxes like that, Facebook hoaxes and all these different hoaxes regarding different things, celebrity deaths, false notices, and this is just one of them. And this will actually have no legal ramification or any legal substance to this. Facebook, being a publicly traded company, does not change its privacy policy, and each member agrees to its privacy policy when they sign up, and the whole end user license agreement, which is typical. So the bottom line is, before you can even use Facebook, you have to indicate your acceptance of legal terms and contract, which includes privacy policy, as I mentioned, and you can't alter the acceptance of that agreement, nor can you restrict rights of entities who are not parties to that agreement simply by posting a notice onto Facebook. So that is what we currently have. Apparently I have... Oh yeah, I know what that is. And, so, now, let's go into our other entertainment thing, where it's Lilo and Liz Taylor. What do they have in common? Oh yes, Lindsay Lohan channeling a Liz Taylor, and the first official photo for a new biopic called Liz and Dick, being Lindsay Lohan's Liz Taylor, and Grant Bowler is Richard Burton. So this is the first official pick on the Today Clicker blog, posted 18 minutes ago, or somewhere therein. The first official pick, and it's actually what I do admit, she does pose a good Liz Taylor. Not that I've seen any Liz Taylor, but Lifetime source said the pic was shot last Tuesday at Lifetime Studios, and they went with black and white to portray the classic look, which very logical, and apparently they did an excellent job channeling the old Hollywood glam, which I concur. I always like the older style looks, and I think this is definitely going to be good. So we'll see what happens with that biopic. But let's get to weather, where weather was a little crazy today, to say the least. I mean, I had showers, I think. It was showers and then sun. And then on occasion some sun showers. So it seems like we're going to be looking at some iffy weather throughout the week, as I believe the upper level low is still around. I think I am going to turn my ringer down, because that way, actually there is no upper level low, but you never know what can happen weather-wise. It looks like there's a stray shower, but I mean, there's really not too much activity right now, as it's currently 56 degrees here in Phoenix, here at our TMR studios in Phoenixville. As we're gonna keep showers in the forecast for tonight, with the low of 48. The observed high today was 67 at 11:45 this morning. Tomorrow we're looking at partly cloudy skies, only a 20% chance of rain, 69 degrees. Wednesday into Thursday we're looking at PM showers, 30% chance, 73 degrees. Thursday, 74 degrees with showers in the forecast, 40% chance. Then we are going to start warming up, probably southwesterly wind. Actually, you got west-northwest winds, so all that warm air that's out in Wisconsin right now and out in the upper Midwest is going to come to us, and that's going to warm up our temperatures this weekend, 78 to on Friday through Sunday, 82, which is going to be good for me. It's going to be a nice weekend to ride. Then we get a little bit warmer, and we're going to get warm weather from the southwest for the beginning part of next week, and we're going to be hitting back up into the mid-80s. with anywhere between a 10 to 20% chance of rain, but really nothing in the forecast over the next 10 days. So, as we end up looking more on that, it's gonna be pretty good baseball weather, I would think. And Yankees have off, but we do have 7 games in the docket for today. 2 of them are finished, afternoon games. The Cardinals beat the Mets 5-4. Giants beat the Cubs 3-2. Bottom 7th right now in Philly, Dodgers. Clayton Kershaw and Dodgers are tied with the Phillies right now, 3-all. And bottom 4th at Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City, it's 4-3 Twins over the Royals, with the Royals threatening with 2 on. Later on tonight, we got Rockies and Diamondbacks, Mariners and Angels, and Rangers and Athletics. But we also got 2 big playoff games, one of them being the Thunder versus Spurs. Thunder looking to take the series lead 3-2. Right now it's tied at 2 games on TNT. First period, 17-all, 3:02. First quarter, 17-all with 3:02 left. And as it keeps going, Thunder up now 19-17 to 27. As we'll go over to the Stanley Cup playoffs, Kings have had so much momentum, to say the least. First 2 games have gone to overtime. The Kings have won them both. And right now, the Kings lead the Devils 1-0 in the second period, 13:44 left. And Kings are looking to close it out at home. They really are. So we're gonna keep you up to date on them as the days go on. Of course, we at TMR News have returned live here because of the necessity of viewers like you who need a news source to turn to. And you may not have watched TMR News for a very long time, or maybe for a brief moment. But I can tell you this: you are always in for a treat when you are watching TMR News, because you always get a chance to voice your opinion, whether it's after the live show or whether it's during the live show, because I do have the social stream always up. So if you happen to come on, you can go on the social stream and voice your opinion, whether you particularly like something I say or not. It's all up to you. And that is what we have pretty much come up for you, and we'll try to keep you up to date with some other things. Kurt Busch actually was suspended by NASCAR for comments he made following the race on Sunday, I believe. Tiger Woods tied Jack Nicklaus at the Memorial yesterday, and that is actually Jack's tournament, so congrats to Tiger, and Jack was proud of him. Hopefully Tiger can take that win to the Masters and succeed there, and start moving closer to Sam Snead, who's 9 PGA Tour titles away. So interleague play returns this weekend, so Yankees Mets is a big one, and they'll be on actually, Saturday night on Fox, so Mets and Yankees, fans, you don't want to miss that. Any other information that I need to really dish out? I do not think so. I'm just trying to think what else I actually do have. Heat are now listing Chris Bosh as day-to-day right now. Heat coach Spoelstra couldn't care less about the Rajon Rondo diss. Sharapova moves on to the quarters as she wins in 3. And Lena, I forget how Lena is ousted. So Sharapova, it was a 6-4, 6-7, 6-2 victory for Sharapova over Klara Zakopolova of the Czech Republic. Varvara Levchenko was the last American woman standing, ousted on a chilly day today. But looking toward Wimbledon. Or, her sights are on London, so I'm thinking it's Wimbledon. So, Li Na ended up being upset by Yaroslava Shvedova of Kazakhstan. So that was a 3-6, 6-2, 6-0. And that was against Li Na, who was the defending champion. So those of you who actually do enjoy the tournament coverage, it was definitely something. If you like French Open coverage, then trust me, you've come to the right place. So I was checking on everything, and I think we are good for tonight's coverage here on TMR News. And let me just check to make sure I didn't miss anything. And I'll give you a quick score update too once I get back to my main page here of information. First quarter is almost over. Oklahoma City up by 3. Almost half of the game gone in LA, as Kings are still holding that 1-0 lead. And after 4, Kansas City did gain that run back, as I was telling you, 4-4 now, and the Phils are threatening with 2 on right now in the bottom of the 7th. So these are any close games, so definitely stick around to I was about to say MCBN News. That's not the news station. TMR News for continuing coverage of all the playoff action of the NBA playoffs and the Stanley Cup Finals and the regular season of Major League Baseball, and of course our coverage of the French Open. And we'll talk about Rafa Nadal in our next in some more coverage at some point, and we'll keep you up to date on all sports thanks to our wonderful friends at ESPN and all the other news at MSNBC and NBC, our NBC Universal, because we always take a look at the Weather Channel, which is part of the NBC Universal family. So that's everything here from Phoenixville, here on TMR News. I'm Mikey saying good night, God bless, and see you next time here on TMR.